Joining me now is Josef Gregory Mahoney. He's a professor of politics and international relations at East China Normal University in Shanghai. Why don't we begin there with the UN Secretary General's comments, obviously trying to tamp down the tensions that have occurred over the last couple of days. What do you make of what he had to say?
I think that it's a very responsible thing. It reiterates the basic position of the UN since 1971. And we understand that the UN's primary mission is to try to secure peace and avoid insecurity. So it was the right thing to say and the right time to say it.
Let me ask you about this. Three-time Pulitzer Prize winner Thomas Friedman wrote an op-ed piece calling Pelosi's visit utterly reckless, dangerous, and irresponsible. He also wrote nothing good will come of it. So let's talk a little bit about this. We have a foreign affairs columnist, very respected in the New York Times, of his stature writing, this is a really bad idea. You have national security officials in the Biden administration who made it clear she shouldn't go. What do you make of this?
Well, I think that we have sort of a double movement here, several double movements, it seems. On the one hand, there are some well-respected intellectuals, public intellectuals, people like Friedman, who understand the reality, the real politics, and understand that the Biden administration and prior to him, the Trump administration, they were pushing China's red lines to near breaking points. And this either invites something like the Pelosi event or requires it. This type of thing that could potentially be the straw that breaks the camel's back. And I think, we've had a lot of silence from some smart people over the last few years. People have been hiding out and haven't been challenging Trump or Biden actively. But now that we're reaching, I think, a really serious point of insecurity, some people are stepping up.
So what's the long-term fallout from this?
Well, I think, we haven't seen Biden vocally repudiating her rather provocative messages in Taipei. He hasn't walked them back. We've seen a U.S. carrier group parked to the east of Taiwan as China exercises live fire games in reaction to her visit. On the whole, I think this visit marks a significant deterioration in China-U.S. relations, a significant increase in the potential for armed conflict, and an increasingly difficult way forward for mutual peace and security.
Significant deterioration. Is this long-standing damage? Is there a way that both sides can come back together after this? I mean, how damaging is it?
Well, I think we have to put this in the context of the broader trend, which includes AUKUS, which includes Biden trying to build another bloc through the Indo-Pacific concept, encouraging Japan to rearm, trying to upgrade a controversial missile system in South Korea. All of this is part of a larger containment strategy that on the whole follows through with his decision to make sure that the U.S. stays on top, that the U.S. maintains its hegemony, as he's basically said over and over again, his decision to treat China as an adversary. And I think we have to take him at his word with that.
Joseph, what are the things we should be looking for in the days, weeks ahead? And when I say what should we be looking for, signals that would perhaps indicate more negativity or positive signals?
Well, I think if we do have Biden come out and take a more vocal stand, then this against some of what she said. Basically, she says a number of things that go a bit further than what he said. Is she expressing a real foreign policy or a double foreign policy? Has she usurped the foreign policy power of the White House? All of this needs to be clarified by the Biden administration and could be, and that would help alleviate some of the issues. If we find that the carrier group continues onward to Japan, which is the home base for the USS Reagan, that would be a positive sign. If we can avoid open conflict in the next few days during these live fire exercises, that would also be a positive sign. But I think one of the key things we should look for is some sort of realization in Taipei that this path is a very dangerous path and they need to take responsibility for it.
Joseph, thank you so much for your insights. Appreciate it.